Hello everyone, welcome to Mark's Finance and Fitness. Today we have a really exciting topic. This stock you cannot avoid. It's Tesla, and it has been on a roar lately. Tesla, in the last 5 days, has gone up $160 per share. And in the last year, it's gone up $784 per share. That is tremendous growth. And you have had a lot of people in the last 5 years consistently say that Tesla is going to crash, but it hasn't, and it just keeps going up and up and up. So I'm going to today talk about Tesla, talk about some of its rivalries, some competition, if Tesla will be dethroned, and my opinion on if Tesla is a buy. So let's get started with Tesla. Tesla is the world's largest electric vehicle company, and it's owned by Elon Musk, who is worth $194.8 billion. In fact, recently he passed Jeff Bezos. Jeff Bezos is the guy that runs Amazon, so he has $9.5 billion more than Jeff Bezos. Now, Elon Musk, whether you like him or hate him, he is a great CEO for this company. He is so influential that he could do something as buy Bitcoin, and you would see that coin go even further up than it has already. He has a huge influence on a lot of people out there, and Tesla is no different. Tesla is a company that, was kind of early to the electric vehicle game as far as coming out with some very innovative things, having these, really smart features to the car, really long batteries compared to any other vehicle, and they just have really dominated the market. In fact, when I go around driving now, I see Teslas pretty often. It's not uncommon. I think that Tesla has a huge future, which we'll get into in a minute. But let's talk about some of its rivalries. Tesla, now if you follow stock news or anything like that, you're going to know that a company called NIO is creating a lot of buzz lately. They are claiming that they are going to catch up to Tesla, and there are a lot of companies in the electric vehicle market, but NIO has raised a lot of eyebrows lately. Earlier in 2020, they were actually financially hurting, and the Chinese government actually loaned them $1 billion to help them out. I think China did this because they want a company to compete with Tesla. They don't want to be falling behind, and they saw NIO as the company that can do this. So there are 3 main electric vehicle companies in China. They are NIO, Li Auto, and XPeng, if I said that correctly. Now, NIO in 2020 sold 43,728 vehicles. Li Auto sold 32,624 vehicles, so about 11,000 less, and XPeng sold 27,041 vehicles, or about 15,000 less than NIO. But the important thing with NIO is that they recently released that they are going to be selling a sedan. Now, this sedan has claims to sell big numbers, but more so, they have claims to a battery that can drive 600 in 21 miles. To put that into perspective, Tesla has a long-range Model S vehicle that goes 402 miles on one charge compared to NIO's 621. That's over 200 more miles than Tesla. They also claim to have cameras on the vehicle that are a lot better, and many other things that they have come out with. So NIO is really stepping it up in the electric vehicle market in China especially, and they hope to be the dominant player in the future. Tesla does sell cars in China, but Tesla pulled out its own little secret, revealing that it's going to be creating a vehicle that costs $25,000. This is a huge thing for Tesla and the electronic vehicle market, because as of now, a lot of the cars are $50,000 or more. By Tesla creating a vehicle that's $25,000, You are putting a vehicle into the market that hits a whole new spectrum for people buying cars. Those that are buying a car for $30,000 or less. They are going to really increase their market share by doing this. Now, I did tell you that NIO sold 43,000 vehicles in 2020. How much do you think Tesla sold? 499,550 vehicles, just shy of their 500,000 target. So 500,000 vehicles compared to 43,000. Just want to show you the comparison there. So Tesla's already has a huge market. In fact, looking at this chart, this was October of 2020, so it's not, it didn't have the last quarter in there. But Tesla holds on average around 20% market share. And a little cool piece of information that I was able to research was that Norway actually had Volkswagen as their #1 electric vehicle seller in 2020, pushing Tesla to the #2 spot. So that was very interesting, but still, Tesla has 20% of the global market share of electric vehicles. Let's kind of talk about, can NIO or any other company for that matter, as you know, Ford is releasing their Mustang, an electric vehicle, and GM is even claiming that they're going to dethrone Tesla in the United States. So you have all these people going after Tesla. Why do you think that is? Tesla is a beast. They have some great things going for them. They were early to market, and they created a huge fan base of loyal customers. I like to think of Tesla kind of like the company Apple. Apple came out with a smartphone that was far better than any other smartphone that tried to come out before it. And they created a fan base that was very dedicated. People that will line up to get a phone when it releases and wait hours in a line. You have people that are die-hard fans, and the same goes for Tesla. What's neat about Apple that is going to be neat about Tesla is, for a business perspective and profit, Apple creates certain subscriptions and ways to keep you, with that product. So they have Apple Fitness, Apple Music. I can go on and on. So what Apple does is they get you very dependent on their product. And I see Tesla doing the same thing. Tesla has an app. I hear they have a great connection with their customers. And they're already, when people own a Tesla, they're very proud of it. This is something that I think, just like with Apple, these people could be Tesla owners for the rest of their lives, where they just keep buying Teslas over and over. And the fact that Tesla has such a huge advantage in market share over the other companies, and it's only going to continue to grow, and they're going to stay at the top, in my opinion. They're just going to create that many more loyal fanatics of the Tesla. I was watching Jeremy, it's another YouTuber, it's Jeremy, the financial education channel, and he was saying that Tesla has something that a lot of people aren't looking into. Recently, they had a successful drive without a driver having to interfere. So the car drove itself safely a long distance, and what Tesla wants to do eventually, which is huge, and people really aren't thinking about this, they're looking at that high stock price, but they want to be an automated taxi service. They want to be a taxi with no driver. Something that you can download the Tesla app, order yourself a vehicle to come pick you up, take you to the store, and drop you back off at home. That would be a game changer. Bye-bye Uber and Lyft. Tesla would be able to really profit from this. Think about it. You're in the car, there's screens everywhere, a lot of entertainment, there's a lot of ads that are probably popping in. Who do you think is going to be making money off of that? Off of all that ad revenue? It's going to be Tesla. Companies will be dying to pay Tesla to run ads in these vehicles. And a lot of people now are, moving to big cities more and more every year, and they don't see really a need to own a car, and they're going to really rely on these, Lyft, Ubers, and in the future, an automated Tesla service. And I don't know about you, but I'd prefer to be in a vehicle without a driver trying to make small talk or something with me. I rather just get in there and have my own private personal space and drive and get back and be done with it. I think this is the potential, one of the many things that Tesla has the potential for. And so when you're talking about their stock price, you're talking about a stock that people see a huge future for. I think Tesla is going to be way much more than it is today, and way much more than people think it is going to be in the future. So I think Tesla is absolutely a buy. Cathie Woods is the creator of ARK Investments. She's been in the news everywhere. Just look her up. She's been very successful with her funds. And she, way back, about 2 years ago, she made a bold prediction that Tesla would be up at $4,000 a share. Now, it had a stock split recently, so let's take that out for a minute. Tesla reached that within 2 years. Now she says it'll reach 7,000 and has a bull case up to 15 to 22,000 per share. There are people that are looking at Tesla not just for what it is now, because it does have a very small percentage of the total vehicle market, not just electric vehicle, I'm talking the total vehicle market. But the potential they have in the future is something that could be a huge game changer for the world. And I think people are looking at that. They're taking their blinders off and they're looking 5, 10, 20 years in the future, and they're seeing a company that has so much potential. And I think as we talk about it being the Apple of the electric vehicle market, these other companies, I don't think will ever dethrone it. I think some of them will be successful and might become the Samsung or, something close to that. But Tesla is going to be a company that's going to have such a great, huge following as long as they can innovate, continue creating great products and, growing their market shares in different ways. This stock is a buy in my opinion right now, and I'm going to be adding it to my portfolio in 2021, and I'll let you guys know when I do that. I do think, there could be some dips here and there. It's definitely more of a volatile stock just because of how much it's shot up so quickly. But you have to see why people are buying into it. They're looking in the future and they're seeing its potential. And I think that's important. So I do think Tesla can go up another 60, 80% in share price by the end of this year, 2021. And if you're someone that's going to hold this long term, then I think it's without question a stock you should buy. But and again, I'm no professional, so don't listen to me, do your own research, but this is my opinion. I think long term, this is a stock to invest in. If you're trying to short sell it and do some options trading, I just don't think that's a good idea. Short term, anything can happen, but I think long term, this is a solid stock. This is going to be like an Apple stock where they're going to be the market leader, the innovator, and they're going to have a solid product that they're going to have a huge, dedicated customer base that will continue buying Teslas their whole life. And so that's my thoughts on this. And I want to hear your guys' thoughts. Do you think another company could bump them out of that number one spot eventually? Are you going to be buying stocks? Or do you think it's overpriced, and why? Let me know. I'd be very curious to hear why. There's definitely a lot of people saying that they're overpriced and that their stock's going to drop, but they've been saying that for 5 years now. And it just doesn't happen. They just keep going up and up and up in tremendous fashion. So I think that let's see what Tesla does, but I really think that, it's going to be a lot higher than it is now at the end of this year. And I don't want to be one of those people that, when you believe in something like this, you got to do it. And I don't want to look back at the end of this year and be like, gosh, I should have bought in when it was at $800 per share, because now it's at $1,500. You never know, but that's what I really think. So with that said, I'll end this video, and I hope you guys have a great rest of your day, and we'll see you next time on Mark's Finance and Fitness.